5, 4, 3, 2, 1.
Yo, what's up, y'all? This your boy T-Lo.
Yo, what's Gucci? This your man Tweet.
What up, y'all? DJ Kid Fresh.
What's up? It's your boy RL.
And we're next.
And you're rocking with The Rebirth every Monday at 7 p.m.
Shay Marriott.
Let's go.
And Eli Isabel.
At Philly Jam 95.3 FM.
Good evening and welcome to the Rebirth on Philly Jams 95.3 FM. I'm your host, Shay Marriott. And of course, joining me tonight is...
Yo, it's your boy Eli Isabel, a.k.a. The South Got Something to Say. Happy Monday. What up, Rebirth family? What up, Philly Jams 95.3? We are in the building. What's up, Shay Marriott?
Hey, man. Happy rainy Monday at that.
Happy rainy Monday, right?
Man.
My grass sneezes, though. It look like hay right now. So I ain't necessarily mad at it.
Yeah, we needed it. We definitely needed it. I mean, it's been pouring down now.
Today has been crazy. Like, I wore some Yeezys and my feet got wet in them all. Just out there wet, and then like I ain't that mobile today, so I can't get down there and dry off between my toes. It's rough right now.
Oh wow, okay.
It's rough out here right now. I can't wait to get home.
Wow.
Get my life together. What's up though? How was your weekend?
Please. My weekend was pretty good. Yeah, I had a busy Saturday. Shout out to Levante Dorsey. We hung out there celebrating her son's first birthday.
Okay.
As well as her niece's graduation and her father's birthday and brother's birthday. So it was a big barbecue. Wow. And yeah, we had a good time. I was exhausted after that.
Some good eating went on over there?
Shannon catered it.
Oh, some good eating went on over there then. That answers my question.
It was good. And then Sunday, I did absolutely nothing.
Wow.
Can you believe that?
I can't.
I did absolutely nothing. And I actually felt a little guilty. I know.
Why?
That was crazy. I had to force myself not to get up and do something. Don't open my laptop. Just relax. So I did. I got through it, and it was nice. It was needed.
You need to develop the art of lazy.
Yeah.
It's okay to have a little bit of that in your system.
I don't know, man.
Just a smidge.
I don't know about that. How was your weekend?
My weekend was good. I hung out Friday with my homie Duff. We had some drinks, and so we had a good time. We chopped it up, and then I spent Saturday recovering from Friday. Listen, I'm gonna tell you about getting older, boy. Your bounce back is whack.
What time was you in bed?
I probably got in bed about midnight, but no, it's when I got out of bed.
Right.
The next day, I put in a good 12 hours of laying in the bed.
Oh wow.
Easily.
Okay.
And I finally got up and got myself together. Yesterday, I went to a graduation cookout for a kid I used to work with.
Okay.
He graduated from Newark High. Well, he's about to.
Okay.
I'm confused because they had the cookout before the graduation.
Yeah.
Anyway.
Some people are doing that.
That's my man. So really, that's my guy. I love him. So I can clown him a little bit. He was hard-headed, so he ended up in his credit recovery program.
Okay.
So that may be why his cookouts before his graduation. But nevertheless, he got it. Jeremiah, shout out to you, Jeremiah Whitaker, man, my guy. So yeah, they sent me an invite, no doubt.
Congratulations.
So that was my yesterday, and just I chilled out back. It was nice. Mm-hmm. Me and Haley sat out back, and she caught me up with her friends, and I drink a little adult beverage, and I just relaxed, man. And
yesterday was very nice. It was a very nice
beautiful
day. Absolutely.
Yeah.
So we got a lot of things coming up ahead of us. Oh, you know what? One thing I didn't say. That's a darn shame.
Oh boy.
I always do this to myself. I don't big up myself when something is happening. I just released my new book.
Talk about it. You ain't trying to sell no copies.
Oh my God, yo. I just released my new book. It's an ebook release. I will be releasing a paperback soon, and it's Rebuilding Your Life, a journey of resilience and growth. So this is my second book, and yeah, I'm very excited. So thank you to everybody that has been. I mean, as soon as I dropped it, people were purchasing. So shout out to you guys. Thank you for your support. I really appreciate it. And again, you can get your copy at rebirthu.com. So yeah.
Get that book, y'all. We need it.
forgot.
We got a Rebirth happy hour ahead of us, so we need you
forgot.
to be able to pay for the whole thing.
Wow.
Buy the book,
That's
y'all.
okay. I'll get it. That's all right. I got you. I got you.
No
so
doubt.
while we are at it, I just want to put out there, coming up Saturday, we will be at the Juneteenth celebration, which will be at the Tubman Garrett Riverfront.
Yep.
I believe the parade starts at 10 a.m. at Rodney Square, and they're going to be marching down King Street all the way down to Tubman Garrett Riverfront. Special guest, guys, Chubb Rock will be in the building.
Treat him right.
We have the pleasure of interviewing him. So we are very excited about that. That's coming up this Saturday. So make sure if you don't have anything going on for Juneteenth that you are, you and your family, come on out and enjoy the festivities.
So is there any truth to the rumor that you will be stepping with the Soul City Steppers? I heard a little birdie told me that a little earlier that you're going to be.
You know what?
Is that a yay or a nay?
It's a nay. Anyway.
You know you're a stepper growing up.
I was.
That's such an East Coast thing. I never seen nobody do that growing up back home.
I used to love stepping. Drill. Yeah, I was in drill. So the following Saturday, which would be June 24th, I believe, we will be at the Community Health Fair, the Amazing Corner Community Health Fair, which is going down June 24th, 9 a.m. to 1 p.m. at Doc Levison Park in Middletown, Delaware. This is for everybody as well. There's going to be giveaways, food trucks, seniors, resources, and more. Kids activities. We had the owner of the Amazing Corner, Tanara Willis. She was on the show. And it's going to be a fun event. Eli and I covered this last year. We had a great time.
Yeah, it was pretty dope.
Yeah, we had a good time. So come on out, June 24th, 9 a.m. to 1 p.m., Doc Levinson Park.
I'm glad this isn't the first one, and you said first annual. I always bug out on that. It's not an annual event till you've done it more than once.
Yeah.
You know how people always do it. This is the first annual drag race. Fool,
Right,
you
right.
ain't had it more than one time.
I think this is her third one.
I know, so annual is
Yeah.
appropriate.
Yeah, but I think
I'm
this
just
is
saying.
our third one. Yeah.
All
So
right.
those are the upcoming events we got going on. And, so next Sunday night, I will be on the Congo Hour.
Hell.
Yeah, at 8 o'clock.
I'm going to have to go come into Delaware and find a local access channel.
So check it out, guys. We got a lot going on. All right, man. You ready?
Good stuff.
Ready to
yeah,
get into
yeah.
the show?
Let's get it, man. Yo, we got a phenomenal guest tonight, y'all. But before we get to him, as you guys know, we are honoring black men this month. We're calling it Father's Day month. And this is our second annual Father's Day month. So the idea behind it is to celebrate, black men that are doing great things in the community, positive brothers that, they're making a contribution, man. So the dude we have rocking with us tonight, man, is a phenomenal brother. You're going to get, if you don't know him, you're going to know him after tonight. And, we'll be getting with him in a few minutes. All right, Tosh. And as Tasha pulls herself together, we'll be getting into our next quick little segment. Yeah. As you know, here on the Rebirth, we celebrate Black History 12 months a year. It's not just a February thing for us. We always like to give a little knowledge to people out there who may have missed some things. It's not, we are more than just Dr. Martin Luther King. We are more than just Marcus Garvey. We are more than just the people, Harriet Tubman, that they put in our face at my whole school career, at least in the public education center system. They only give you like 2 or 3 people to celebrate. So tonight, we're going to be talking about a lady played a very intricate part in the Civil War. Tonight, we're going to talk about Miss Lucy Higgs Nichols. She favored Harriet a little bit, but that ain't Harriet. Don't trip. Miss Lucy Higgs Nichols was born April 10, 1838. She was an African-American woman who escaped slavery. She served as a nurse for the Union Army during the American Civil War, affectionately known by the soldiers as Aunt Lucy. She served with the 23rd Indiana Volunteer Infantry Regiment of the Army of the Tennessee. She was devoted to the soldiers as they were to her and her daughter Mona. She lost her daughter and husband during the Civil War, and after the war ended, settled in New Albany, Indiana, where she worked as a housekeeper to several officers and eventually married her second husband, John Nichols. She lived in New Albany with her husband for more than 40 years until her death, January 25th, 1915. at the Floyd County Poorhouse. I don't know what the hell that is. But anyway, let's shout out to Miss Lucy Higgs Nichols. It's your Black History fact for tonight.
What's up?
Floyd County Poorhouse? Why they call it that? I gotta research the Floyd County Poorhouse.
You didn't look that up?
No, I just caught
Floyd
that.
County Poorhouse?
I read it earlier, but I just caught that. Yeah. So shout out to Miss Lucy, man. That was an awesome thing she did.
Absolutely.
Very good, very good. Now we will get into our Right Here, Right Now segment. Tosh, I love the new energy right now. I'm feeling you, y'all. Listen, right here, right now. So this is our current event segment, really quick, because we're gonna get to this phenomenal guest. If you don't know, here, I-95 up in Philadelphia. Sunday morning there was a horrific accident that shut down the interstate. Part of the interstate collapsed due to a tanker truck carrying over 8,500 gallons of fuel. The fire and the heat was so intense it collapsed an overhead pass. Fortunately, initially they reported that no one was hurt, but I recently found out, as I reread it again today, that they did find one person who was dead as it was pulling out cars. So rest in peace to that person.
Wow.
I'm trying to figure. You know why this hits home? I wanted to talk about this because any one of us are on that road all the time.
Yeah, for sure.
Any day of the week, Philly's right up the street, so it's not a big deal to run to Philly or to be running somebody to the airport,
right,
or whatever it might be. So when I thought about that was pretty scary, man. And I don't know if you saw the video on the news with the fire and people was riding by. I was like, wow.
Yeah, that was very surreal. It was crazy.
Yeah.
It was crazy.
So just expect some delays for months, according to to PennDOT. This is gonna be a long time getting this squared away. So I don't know how they're gonna redirect this traffic. But I guess I won't be going to Philly for a little bit.
Yeah.
Yeah, so here we are. So that's our Right Here, Right Now segment, man. Just be careful out there, y'all. Things happen. Stay prayed up. And let's get into this show tonight, Shay.
Yes, I'm excited. Again, we are honoring our men for Father's Day month here on the Rebirth. So we are very excited to have this next guest with us. He is doing major things, doing things in the community. He's an entrepreneur, and he is also a father.
Yes, he is a father.
So would you like to introduce him?
Yes, y'all. Listen, man, this brother, first and foremost, he had a busy weekend. I hit him up on the humble, and he was like, I got you. And my man connected me with him, and he's here. He's sitting here, man. I'm happy to know good people who know good people, because that goes a long way, man. Ladies and gentlemen, tonight we're gonna bring to you the owner of Thoroughthreads. He's not just that though. He's a motivational speaker. He's out here trying to make a difference in the community with these kids, man. So a brother right up our own alley, y'all. Give it up, please, for Mr. Terron Brown in the building.
Yes.
What's up, brother?
Welcome to the Rebirth.
Thanks for having me.
Did I mess your name up?
No.
Oh. Let me pull your mic up a little bit.
You messed his name up?
I did not.
No.
Oh, all right. It's
Okay.
Brown. He looked at me. I thought he made me second guess myself. I was like, hold on, it is Brown.
Nah, I was laughing at the introduction, man. You bigged me up. I appreciate it.
Man, that's what we do,
well
man.
Deserved.
No
deserved.
doubt. How you doing, man?
Besides this rain being a little damp, I'm good.
I heard that.
Got caught in the rain getting out here. It was good, though.
No doubt. Man, welcome to the show, man.
Absolutely.
Let's get into it, man. Let's talk about this. We're gonna get into the clothing line first. And where that inspiration came from, and how from your head to the brick and mortar building, how did it all come to fruition?
Okay. Well, initially I was a student, Lincoln University.
Help you.
Lincoln University. Say it again.
Help you. There's some haters in the building. Yeah. It's always a hornet lurking around somewhere.
No haters. It's HBCU. That's what's up.
Always a hornet lurking around, hating in the background. Go ahead. I'm sorry.
A student there, we didn't have many options to shop. We had Christiana Mall, Concord Mall, South Street, King of Prussia, which was like all equally an hour away at least.
Right.
So after I graduated, I opened up a clothing store not too far from Lincoln in Avondale, about 10 minutes from there.
Okay.
And this was, I could let you know how far this was. This was Rockaware, Nietzsche State Property era.
Right.
You talking about the early 2000s?
Yes. 2004 to be exact.
Okay. Wow.
Yeah. So I had that store for a while. to died out, things shifted. People started wearing more expensive stuff, True Religion and
Right.
Republic. So, they weren't ready for that up there. So eventually I let that go. But while I was there, people would come in there and ask like, hey, can you make a shirt for my family reunion? Can you make a shirt for my basketball team? And I didn't think about printing or anything.
Just bring your mic up a little bit more so we can hear you. Yep.
All right.
You're good.
Yeah, and I wouldn't think about printing. And then one day I went and got some shirts made for myself, like, the store's name. It was MySpace back then with the phone number.
Right.
And I watched the operation, and I was like, oh, these guys printing these shirts in here. I could do this.
Yeah.
And I started, like, contracting, basically middlemen. Like, people would take orders. I would take orders and take them to them and deliver them until I got enough clientele. I got my own equipment and started. From there, I was just doing screen printing. I did a lot of printing for Dale State, Lincoln, just, the YMCA, just local businesses and organizations. And I started making, I was there, I had idle time, so I would make stuff for myself, like hoodies, T-shirts, hats, things of that nature. And I would just give them to my friends. I would wear it. And people started asking, like, oh, I like that. Where'd you get that from? Man, here, you can have it. Just give it away. And so eventually, the build up, people were like, I like that. And I'm like, oh, I get some money for this.
Right.
So I started selling it out my print shop. And until it became too much, people were knocking at the door. We couldn't get anything done in there because they kept coming to buy clothes, and we were in there trying to print clothes for other orders and stuff.
Yeah.
So a building fell into my lap, no reasonable rate, and rent, and it just worked itself out, man.
Right.
It was serendipitous, man. I moved in there, opened up. It started as a pop-up shop, called it the Black Friday pop-up shop.
Okay.
Moved everything in there on Black Friday. By the end of that weekend, the store was almost bare. So I just stayed there, and going on 3 years now, I think it is.
So your current location is where you started the pop-up shop?
Yes.
Okay.
Yep.
Okay. Tell everybody where that location is, by the way.
It's in Wilmington. It's 505 North Lincoln Street, Wilmington, Delaware, 19805.
Okay. Nice. Wow. So was there, because, we have some entrepreneurs, we have people that, are out there that's listening to the show that are in business for themselves and people that want to start their own business. So was there any hesitation? Like you say you did the pop-up shop and then after that it was just like,
It definitely was hesitation. I contemplated doing it for months before I even did it. And even my initial store I think it was about I signed the lease and didn't open the store for about 4 months after I signed the lease because I didn't feel as though it was complete. Every time I would go in there, I was like, oh, it's not enough jeans in here, not enough shirts in here.
Yeah.
The wall's too bare. It's too far. Matter of fact, people are not going to come up here. Lincoln's not going to. It was always doubt. And then I had to say, I'm paying rent on this thing. Let me just open the doors and see who comes.
Right.
I never had a official grand opening or anything. Just,
Just
open.
did it.
Just get into it.
How do you push through that doubt though? Like what was what played a big part in you in saying, I know you said, listen, rent number one, you got to bring in the money, right? But because people do get stuck, right? And this is why I want to talk more about it, because people do get stuck and then we can talk ourselves out of something,
Definitely.
right? But you were able to push through. Like what was that say, hey, just keep going?
Time, I was like, I'm wasting time now or never. Of course, like I said, I'm paying rent, and it was like, I've been wanting to do this. Just do it. Just what do I have to lose? Like,
Just do it.
What they said,
Yep.
Jordan said, you miss 100% of the shots you never take.
Right.
So I always go by that. Like, if I don't do it, I'll regret it. And if I do it and I fail, at least I did it.
Right.
Right. Right.
Absolutely.
So what do you say to young people who they just see the end result? They see you at the storefront. They see everybody rocking the gear. What do you say to that person? Like, what's the effort and the energy that they're gonna have to put into whatever they're trying to get off the ground? Because they just see where you are now. What do you say to young people who, I can do that. I'm just going to make it happen overnight?
It's definitely not overnight. I always say the shortcut ends up being the long road. And people say,
I like that.
I want to own my business. I don't want to work a 9 to 5. And you got flexibility. It's harder owning your own business than it is having a 9 to 5 because the hours it's a 24/7.
Absolutely.
It's not a 9 to 5. It's late nights, early mornings.
Absolutely.
So
yeah,
it's not all it's cracked up to be. But if you do put you put the effort into it, you can reap the benefits.
Yeah.
The rewards of it.
I definitely can relate because I think that's the misconception. when people think about owning your own business, they're thinking, oh, I can have my own. You'll have your own schedule, but you're working even harder than you would going to a 9 to 5. And like you said, it's just there's no cutoff. There's always that my laptop's always open, or there's always something going on, and it's like you gotta force yourself to like shut down. And earlier when I was saying, like, I didn't do anything yesterday, but I felt guilty because I didn't do anything, right? So yeah, I definitely can relate to that.
Let me ask you this, because I know Wilmington, I know Delaware period is notorious for not supporting. The hate be so crazy. How's the support been in the city for you, and just even the surrounding areas? I mean, how's the support been?
Support's been good. I had the same contemplation, like, oh man, are people going to support me, or if I put my name under, somebody going to say I don't want that just because it's his, like,
right.
So, you always have someone who has a problem with you for some odd reason. But the support has been good, and that's part of the reason why I've been able to continue to stay in business, because people have been supporting.
Yeah.
There's people who want to try to turn you against other individuals, because everyone's starting a clothing line now. So I have some people that when I'm in the store, they come in there and they start talking about other local brands, and they're saying, oh man, I don't like this store, and because these clothes are cheap, and I just redirect them, and that's not what we're doing here. You're not putting us against each other. I just, big them up, and I even buy clothes from other vendors and wear them to show my support. Like, we're all in this together.
Dope.
Right.
Yeah.
It's enough for everybody. And the thing about it is, we're all unique at what we do, even though it might be 30, 40, 50 clothing lines. But you're unique at what you do,
right?
And that's what makes you special. And I just hate that we're like that, And I find it to be us, unfortunately, that are like that. Yeah.
Crabs in a barrel.
Yeah.
So how did you come up with the name Thorough Threads?
Oh, one night I was just thinking, and I was like, I went to the store, and I wanted to mention the word clothing. I played with the words. I played with different words and different themes, and I was just like, thorough came to my head, and I was like, thorough. Everybody wants to be thorough. Like, thorough means like complete, whole, like without lacking in any area. And I had thorough, and I'm like, all right, thorough store, thorough jeans, thorough. And I'm like, thorough bread. Everybody wants to be thorough. Thread, needle and thread is what we use to make these clothes. Infallible clothing, thorough threads, and it came together. I was like, and I actually still don't even like the name.
Wow.
Maybe because I hear it too much, I see it too much, but everyone asks me that question, and they're like, I love the name. And I'm like,
the name is dope, though.
It is, yeah, definitely.
Thanks, I appreciate it.
Yeah.
We're gonna change the name of this show to Afterbirth.
Don't believe him.
Because she told me that last week she was tired of hearing Rebirth all the time. So
I did not tell you. You just gonna share her lie.
Just change it to Afterbirth. No.
He's so silly.
Y'all work good together, man.
We do all right. But yo, man, so where you see this thing going in the future? Are we gonna try to get in maybe to Christianity at some point in time? Like, what's the long term and where you see it?
Well, I was on my way down Charlotte, actually. I had a location down there.
Forget Christianity Mall.
Yeah, I had some things working down in Charlotte. My sister was down there. Unfortunately, some things happened, and we lost her.
I'm sorry to hear
like
that.
A major setback.
Right.
Right now, I'm still in this area. I do have some things going on in Charlotte, though. Homestyle Kitchen, that's another plug, man. I have a kitchen. I have a kitchen down in Charlotte called Homestyle Kitchen.
Wow, this brother got a couple things going on.
Yeah.
Doing all right down there.
Soul food?
Yeah, soul food.
Okay.
Yep. Soul food.
Nice. Okay.
Good stuff.
If you get a chance, look it up. It's H-Style Kitchen.
Okay.
Yep. But as far as the clothing, right now I'm just pacing myself. I'm kind of focusing back on my screen printing, because since I've been doing the clothing store, a lot of people forget I do screen print, which is my main thing. I do screen print and embroidery, and I get so many inquiries like, "Hey man, you still printing shirts? Are you still?" And I'm like, "Yeah, I'm still doing that."
Come see me.
Yeah, exactly. That's my main thing. You need some shirts, so I'm trying to balance out the two, just to get some good staff to help catapult this thing.
Good staff.
That's hard.
It's so hard to come by these days. I don't know what happened after COVID. Don't nobody want to work.
Nobody. But everybody has money. I'm trying to figure it out.
Exactly, and
Please
it's not
explain
just
that to
one
me.
particular field. Because I'm noticing, like
Yeah.
we're struggling to keep good therapists. It's like
We
nobody
need
wants to
teachers
work.
at my job.
Yeah,
We need
it's
everything.
crazy. It's across the. I don't know. What's up, Sir Fonzie? Thank you for tuning in, love.
I want to know what they know that we don't know.
Yeah.
Not saying that I'm gonna stop working, but I just need to know how y'all got it figured out.
I don't know.
Like last year, it's the carnival, the Italian carnival down the street
Right.
from my store. So last year, my sister and them came. They wanted to go to the carnival, and they walked down there. They came back. I'm like, why are y'all back so quick? They're like, it's not open. Like, you mean it's not open? They said they had to close. They don't have enough staff.
Oh,
The carnival
wow.
is everywhere.
Wow.
Yeah, that's crazy.
Yeah, it
Time.
is.
We're definitely in a different place and time right now.
It really, really. I'm telling you.
For sure. So earlier, just a little bit ago, you mentioned your sister. So is your businesses, is it mostly family members like in with you that are?
Not at all. It's just me, but
Okay.
she actually is my god sister, and so we were best friends. And she moved to Charlotte, and she was,
Oh, okay,
she was
okay.
been, she was always motivating. She's like, you need to come down, here. So she was setting up pop-up shops for me down Charlotte.
Oh, wow.
She was finding buildings for me.
Yeah.
She would like take clothes down there and to the local
Wow.
businesses and barbershops and like sell them and get the buzz going down there. So that
Wow.
when I did locate
Yeah.
down there, it would already be a buzz and a name, so it wasn't like I was just going down
Out of
there
nowhere, yeah.
nowhere.
Yeah.
Yep. Yeah, lost her to domestic violence.
I'm so
Man.
sorry.
Yeah.
Yeah, thanks. So when that happened, our kids moved up here and
Right.
Yeah.
kind of starting things back over.
Man,
But
that's
as far
tough.
as family, no, it's actually just me.
Okay.
And most of the people who I've ever hired, I get a lot of kids that come from co-op programs like from both tech schools, Dale Castle, Howard.
Yeah.
Oh, good.
Yeah.
And other people are just Indeed and things of that nature, word of mouth.
Right.
Okay. Nice. So, we've talked about your businesses, but like Eli said, there's more to you, right? There's more to you. You are actually doing a lot of work in the community, and you're doing speakings and stuff. Can we talk a little bit about that?
Yes. Like I said, Lincoln. I went to Lincoln. Had a sociology degree, human service, a master's in human services, and for a while, I wasn't putting them to use at all. I was just, business and doing other things. A couple years ago, I got introduced to Chandra, OVO, one of his lines, and I was doing Raising Kings with her. I was one of the members of that. From there, so that's a routine thing every year. I go on a panel and speak.
It's like in January, right? Is that a January event?
Yep, it's Martin Luther King weekend. It's Martin Luther King week every year.
Right.
And that thing is getting huge. It's getting bigger and bigger every year.
Wow. Good stuff.
Yep. I go to a lot of schools. I went back to Howard, spoke to Howard, went to Dell State.
Is that where you graduated? Did you go to Howard?
Yeah, I went to
Okay.
Howard.
All right.
Yep. Went to Dell State. Cheney, they bring me up there a lot. They love me up Cheney.
Okay.
Yeah. And it's crazy because I only went to Cheney one time prior to going up there to speak to the students. And they bring me back up there every semester. Duffy, our boy, Duffy, he has a lot of programs. Program right now is called the Prevent Program. It's like teaching the youth preventative measures, teaching them healthy relationships, teaching them just healthy relationships and anti-bullying, making right decisions, and just keeping them on the right path. We're trying to be preventative as opposed to being curative.
Right.
So I go into the schools. I do 12-week cohorts with students in these schools. Some of the students that a lot of people look at and label them as at risk, but we're just looking at them as basic students who we're trying to keep them on the straight path, maybe keep them from going left. So
Okay. What's probably the most difficult thing to get the youth to see today? Like, what's one of the most difficult things to get across to them, you think?
one of the most difficult things to get across to them.
Yeah, like you tell them
That
it's
they
over and
don't-
over, but they ain't listening.
I would say one that they don't know as much as they think they do. And we've all been that age.
Yes.
Like we think we know more than
Yeah.
someone else, and
Right.
you're looking at them and you're like, I know what you're trying to do, right? 'Cause I tried to do it too. When
Yeah.
I was you before, so I know what you're trying to do. And just trying to embed that into their heads, you have to start thinking for the future. They're looking at the now, and when they're looking at the now, they're not really preparing for the future. So it's like what you're saying is they're like, okay, I hear you, old head, and they're not really
Right.
Yeah.
So I would say
Old head OG. Yeah.
I had a kid I worked with. I just recently started working with him a few months ago. He attended Howard, and man, one of my favorite kids of all time. And just always, I was with him for like 3 years, and just from like 8th grade, 7th grade up until 11th grade, because we just stopped during the school year. But one of the things I found with him, that his vision was so short-sighted. All he saw was right now. And he said, "Oh, Mr. A, I got these girls." Blah, blah, blah. I said, "Well, what about school? How are you?" And he was a pretty good student, but outside of his schoolwork, everything was focused on the girls and hanging out with his boys. I'm like, and I always try to tell him, I says, "Listen, look at the big picture." I says, "I think I really need to take you on a college campus, because the girls you so infatuated with, want to fight over and all that, they're not going to even compare to what's waiting for you if you just keep yourself together." And it hurt me. I had to let him go, because he's running around with dudes on Instagram, posting guns and all of that. And this is a kid I had with me in my car all the time. Like, I don't know who I don't know who your ops are. So, and they're not going to be thinking about who I am if they see you and they about to get you. I'm just going to be there all dumb driving, and here they go. So, and I didn't want to do it, but for safety reasons in my car, and because I have my kid in my car too, so my own kid. But just trying to get him to see outside of, what's the date? June 12th, 2023. Like, to get him to see beyond it. That was the thing that was frustrating for me with him. Like, I just could not figure how to crack that code.
Yeah.
Like, to see beyond today, man. You got so much life to live.
I think that's the problem, though. Because a lot of the youth their lifespan is very short. They look at their lifespan as, oh, if I make it to 20, I'm doing good, And that was a reality check, And I've talked about this before. I was having a therapy session with a young man. This was years ago. And, I asked him, I said, "What do you want to do?" He was probably about 16 at the time. So what do you want to do? What do you want to do when you grow up? After high school? He's like, "Miss Shay, if I live to see 18, I've lived my life, and it just like hit me.
Yeah.
That was the aha moment for me, that, wow, like, they can't even see beyond, a certain age. They're not even looking at 30s, 40s, 50s. It's just like, if I make it to 18, then I lived a full life. And that's sad. That's very sad.
Yes, I was in Ferris not too long ago speaking to the kids there, and I asked them, I said, "How many of you ever been outside the country?" One of them raised his hand, and I said, "Okay, where'd you go at?" He said, "Florida." I said, "Wow." They started laughing at him.
Yeah.
I said, "Don't laugh, it's not funny."
Yeah.
But you guys you're in here now, but you have a second chance. Like,
Right.
once you get out of here, you're so young, you haven't lived your life. None of y'all haven't even been out the country yet.
Yeah.
I know. Listen, and you probably know this too, and I'm sure Shay does. I know some kids I've worked with that have never been to the beach
I was about to say that.
or to Dover,
Yeah.
way down there, or
Yeah.
people who say, "Well, Newark, you live way out there." I'm like,
I was one of those
we gotta expose this. We gotta expose. So you say you was one of those
I
kids.
was one of those kids. Dover, what? How long was that?
Why would I go to Dover?
Yeah.
Yeah, it's crazy, man. We gotta definitely expose these kids to more, like what you and Duff and the whole team has going on, man. It goes a long way. And here's the thing, I think we have to all remember. I know I have to remind myself of this. Sometimes we're just the seed planters. We might not see it come to fruition. It might not click to hopefully they live 21, 22. Oh, I remember when we were talking about this when I was in 11th grade.
Oh, yeah.
Because if you don't, you will want to quit. Like, you'll be like, what am I doing? I'm just spinning my wheels here. So I think we have to definitely be mindful of that too.
What is your take on mental health?
Mental health is serious. I think mental health is, we don't really look at it. People look at it and don't pay as much attention or give it the attention that it needs. I used to be a substance abuse counselor at Connections, and I had that's a mental health facility. And once I was there, I noticed how many people that we were treating. I was counseling, and when I was out in public, I would just see them, and I'm like, they're just walking around, and some of them getting the help they need, some of them aren't. And people are just looking at them and they're laughing like, "Oh, that's funny," but no, it's serious. Mental health is real.
Very real.
I was talking to someone, I can't remember, yesterday, and a good friend of theirs just committed suicide.
Wow.
Because of they were overwhelmed with work, and you know, people don't, you know, they don't take their mental health serious. They don't go to therapy. They don't get the attention that they need. They don't take the time out for themselves. I think you were speaking earlier about how, you know, when you're an entrepreneur, you're just always on go. You know what I'm saying? You felt guilty for taking Sunday off.
Yeah.
I felt guilty for taking this weekend off. So even when you called me, I was at a wedding that night.
Right.
And I was like, all right, I'll do it. And then I got back last night, and now I feel like I shouldn't have took that time off because now I'm rushing. I got to get these jerseys done for Duffy. I got to get these shirts done for Lincoln. And I'm like, if I would have worked all weekend, I could have had it. But then, you know, you don't want to overwork yourself. You need that time for self-care.
Yeah. I like that, and I'm glad you led right into the next question. Self-care. How do you practice self-care?
I like basketball.
Okay.
If I can watch a basketball game, that's like relaxing to me.
Yeah.
Yeah, I like.
Who's your team?
Celtics.
Okay. All right. Do you watch football?
I watch football.
Who's your team?
They're the team formerly known as the Redskins.
Oh, okay. All right. As long as you didn't say Cowboys, we just good.
My whole family are Cowboys fans.
This one right here is a
good
Cowboy
stock,
fan.
then. He come from good stock.
Okay. All right. So basketball for self-care. Yeah. Self-care is so important. How
Yeah.
you practice self-care, Eli?
You know
if I
me.
ever asked you
Old
this.
music on the deck.
All right.
If it's a sunny day, in the garage if it's raining, but I need to be by myself and leave me alone.
Yeah.
And I'm cool. I ain't gotta go nowhere. I got my own bar at the crib. I ain't gotta be spending a lot of money. Just let me be for a little bit. What about you?
Oh, well, yeah. So.
Oh well, yeah. What is that? What is all that?
No,
What you
because
be
I
doing?
try to make it a routine, right? So I like massages, you know, and I found this amazing. Oh, matter of fact, I found this amazing Black-owned massage spa down in Delaware City.
Really? What's
And
it called?
it's called the Enlightened. Wait a minute, I'm gonna get the name right because it was awesome.
It's
So
like
I'm gonna
that?
give you yes. When I tell you, it was just, and I've gone to a lot of different masseuses, but this was a whole experience. All right, so it is called the Enlightened Elements. Enlightened Elements, and that's in Delaware City. And shout out to Tatiana. She is the bomb. She's the one that did my massage, and you know, her energy was great. It was good. And you know, once I came out, right across is the water, you know, so that was like, everything was just really quiet and still when I walked out.
That's dope.
In
And
that-
on
in
Main
that
Street in Delaware
moment.
City?
Yeah, or
Okay. All right.
yeah, right, that main strip.
Gotcha.
Yeah, where Krabby Dicks is. Yep. So it was nice. They do facials. They do everything. They do everything there. And it's not as it. So I used to go to Hand and Stone. Like I can get an hour and a half massage for what I pay for an hour or 50 minutes at Hand and Stone. So it's very inexpensive.
I can do you one better.
You know what? Anyway, the way I practice self-care is I'm
Gonna
not
tell you
messing
about
with you.
Happy Hands Massage Parlor.
No.
It's in Elkton. They don't got no sign.
That's
but just go in there and
okay.
ask
I
for
don't
Ming.
need no
just
happy
go in there and ask for
endings.
Ming. And $40 you can get whatever you want for $40. It's called Happy Hands. There's no sign on the building.
You done. I like massages.
For the fellas for Father's Day.
If I cannot make it to a massage, I like to sit down, glass of wine, sit either in the backyard in my oasis, as we call it. You call it my she shed,
The
but
she
it's
shed.
my oasis. Or I like chilling in the sauna. So that's how I practice self-care
Very good.
and working out.
There you go. So, Terron. Sorry, I'm just in my head. I'm laughing. This is Father's Day month, as we call it here, man. Talk about being a father. Like, what's that? Did you have your father growing up?
I did not.
So talk about maybe how that has impacted you as a father, like, you know, or made you, you know, who you are as a dad.
Not having a father, I had other males that were in my life. Most of them weren't even related to me. Would be like public figures, like the principal at certain schools. I grew up in Wilmington, Riverside, so we had a community center in Kingswood.
Still
And-
there?
Yeah, still there. So we had different programs where they would like take us skating and do do different things like that. And we had mentors there who remained in our life until till they deceased.
Right.
So that right there just let me know that there were certain things that were there, like certain things that you needed to do to support your kids. Even though I wasn't their kid, they treated me as such. So when I finally had my own kids, I knew that I wouldn't want to be absent. Like all the things that I wanted growing up, I wanted to provide for my kids. I have a lot of friends. We always talk about. I was talking to one of my boys the other day about sports and how if certain people had fathers in their lives that could train them and like take them to basketball camps and take them to the park and teach them how to hit and do certain things at a younger age growing up, because we already had natural ability. So now if you had that natural ability mixed with someone who can motivate you and instill
and teach you discipline,
discipline, then you'd be that much better. Yeah. So I just want to just always be there, man. Just like listen, be unbiased to them, and just try to separate yourself from being a parent and a friend.
That is true. So let me ask you this: what do you do differently in your relationship with with your children, as opposed to? Is there anything that you took from your mother who raised you that you utilize in or did you just kick everything out and you doing it your own way? Any lessons you use with your kids to this day?
Yeah, ironically they are, because how I'm not sure if this is for y'all, but when you get older, you start saying things your parents used to say.
Yes.
And you're like, what?
Absolutely.
You slowly morph into them.
Yeah, exactly. So a lot of the teachings I had growing, a lot of my upbringing is now resorting in my parenting skills and techniques. So yeah.
Wow. Did you come from? I think I can maybe speak for Shay. Maybe I came from the cause I said so era, and you get your ass whooped if you didn't. Ain't no explanation. Nobody explained nothing to you. You just got them hands, and then you went and got your life together.
And that's it.
Yeah. Did you come from that era?
I came from that era, but you only had to tell me once though. That's it. You only got to tear me apart one time. I'm not doing that anymore.
Yep.
I was more of a punishment kid though. Like I would get more punishments. Like. So that's what worked for me.
That was effective for you.
That worked for me. Sit in this room for 3 weeks and you can't go outside and play basketball. You can't play your Nintendo. You can't do any of that. So that works for me. Like even right now, I hear kids talk and they're like, "What?" I'm like, "What?"
Oh, I hate that.
I'm like, "What's going on here?" I still don't say what to my mom.
Yeah.
40-something years old, I won't say what.
Yeah. That is definitely a
pet peeve.
Oh my goodness, it is. I don't even like people. Period to do that.
Right.
Like it's just it's so rude, especially when it's like with that tone. What? I don't like that.
And then what I realized though, I think part of it is like a cultural thing, and then some of it is like you just don't know different upbringings. But like as far as you, I, myself, we couldn't do that.
So. I know I couldn't do that. I didn't even think about doing that.
Listen, in Aruba, okay, I was over in Aruba last month, did a women's retreat over there. And I called downstairs for room service. And she answered the phone. What? And I like stopped because I felt, you know what I'm saying? I was just like, and I was quiet. And she said, "Hello?" And I said, "Yes." And she said, "What?" And I was just like, this is how we answer the phone? Like, this is a business, And she's like, "Oh, I'm sorry. And, how can I help you?" But that was the
Is that a cultural thing over there? Is that how they interact?
So one of the things that I noticed there was, in my experience, the women were very rude to women of color, not to what they think was Caucasian women, because you just don't know. You don't know. But the men were not. They were very nice, very attentive, very helpful. But every woman that we came across was very rude, even down to the Uber driver was very rude to black women. And that I don't know what that was about. I don't even know. Yeah, that was very weird. But yeah, that was my experience. But yeah, that particular person, she that's how she addressed me when I called, and it just whew, I just felt the heat just rise.
Did you see her later in person?
No, I mean, I couldn't tell who answered the phone. You know, she was down in room service.
Wow.
Yeah.
What?
But it's definitely a pet peeve, you know. I mean, just going through drive-throughs, right? I don't do the fast food thing, but every now and then I like Chick-fil-A. I like Chick-fil-A service. I like, you know, how my pleasure, you know. Go to McDonald's, you will not get that. What you say? All right, pull around. And I'm just like, yo.
It's night and day.
Night and day, you know?
Let me ask you about this. Talking about pet peeves in restaurants or even stores. When you give somebody money and you get change, how do you feel when they just put it on the table?
That is so disrespectful.
I think so.
Especially when you got your hand out.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I think that's
You know,
about
yeah, I don't know. It's like, do you not want to touch me? Are you afraid you're going to touch me? Or like, what is that about? I don't know. It's just, yeah, that's a pet peeve as well.
I hate
It is. It is. It definitely is a pet peeve.
Yeah. Listen, my biggest pet peeve is I just hold my own thing now. But if I buy something to drink and you grab it by the mouth and you scan it and then hand it back to me, I don't like that.
Especially coffee.
Whatever. I just turn my bottle over and let them scan. Don't touch me. Cause I know somebody may have done it in the cooler, but I don't know that. But I see you just, how you gonna put your hand around the mouth of a joint like that and hand it to me? I take it right back there, put it up and get another one. I don't like that. Yeah.
Yeah, I've seen people do that when, you know, if you're at Dunkin' Donuts or Starbucks and they go to handle your coffee, they hand it from the top, which is where your lips and stuff be. Yeah, that's a problem. I don't know how we got on this, but you know, it's all good.
This show is the king of
Shout out to Shauna Simone.
Side conversation. So Terron, you have something coming up, like an event or something coming up that we need to get into?
Oh yes, this weekend.
Let's talk about that.
June 18th, Father's Day. I was talking to people and I asked them, you know, just in conversation, hey, what are you doing for Father's Day? And I say out of 15 people I asked, 14 of them said, man, when is Father's Day? I don't know.
Oh, wow.
Were these men with kids?
Yeah, definitely. So it led me to think like,
this
man,
is
you know what,
nice.
we need to do something for fathers, man. You know, Mother's Day is right under Christmas, I believe, as far as holidays.
Right.
So Father's
You
Day,
ain't lying.
yeah, Father's Day, people don't know. So I said, let's put something together, man. Let's have something. And I started thinking about it. And we were talking about self-care. You say like massages. So I said, man, that would be dope if we could have like a barbecue brunch, like on a field somewhere, like in a farm area, and bring moon bounces out there because you might have to bring your kids so that they can be occupied. Got a masseuse coming out there.
Nice.
What else we got a DJ out there, of course.
Okay.
Got a bar out there, and it's just
Put that flyer up again. Let me see this.
Yeah, it's just Father's Day brunch. You can come by
Cigar
yourself.
lounge.
Oh yeah, shout out
okay.
to Book Bag Cigars. He has a RV that.
Wow.
Man, it looks like a house in there.
Okay.
Got a kitchen in there, fire
Oh,
place in
wow.
there.
And you can go in there and nice.
Go in there and purchase cigars. You can smoke your cigars in there. Moon bounce, grooming services, full bar. Yeah, we have the masseuse.
It's gonna
like
be
I
hot.
said, it's gonna be
I think
nice,
I might
man.
have to pull up. Is it so? What must have tickets? So where do we get the tickets? You gotta.
The link is in my bio.
Okay,
my
I'll go
Instagram
check you out.
page, Terron Threads, yes. And it's just something, like just something to do, man. Positive event, cohesiveness for
That's
the community.
nice.
And it's not just a male thing. Bring your wife, your girl, your kids, whoever.
Can you text me that?
Just something to do on that day. And
Definitely.
And if you look on the flyer, you'll see it doesn't say first annual.
That's good, brother.
Next year it'll say second.
There you
annual.
go. Well, am I wrong about that? Don't you see that all the time?
And you're right.
It's like oxymoron. Man.
Well, listen, if you get a tent with some walls around it, I'll bring Ming down there from Happy Hands. I'm just saying, you brothers might want that one massage and they can go over there and see Ming for the rest of it. What's wrong with that? We advertise
get
business.
contact.
Yeah, I hook you up. Nondescript building in Elton, Maryland.
Get off me. Get off me. You're going to get us in trouble. I am not responsible for what comes out of his mouth.
Yo, this is such a dope idea. And you say
I love
it simply came from just talking to brothers about what you're doing for Father's Day.
Doing for Father's Day. And not only did they not know what they were doing, they didn't even know when the date was. Like,
wow.
When is Father's
You
Day,
know what? And that's sad to me.
It is. And like I said, I've been a father for 3 years, and I'm like, the first year was great. Oh, Father's Day, we're gonna get crabs, and that quickly dwindles.
But you know what's crazy? Think about even the commercials. Mother's Day, they got diamonds, they got all these things. And when it come to us, it's like chainsaws and floor mats. I'm like, what? I don't know.
Home Depot.
Fucking
Depot
home,
gift
no, floor
cards.
mat. I buy my own
Yeah.
floor mats. Yeah, like
Yeah.
it gets no respect.
So let's talk about that. What would you guys like to see for Father's Day? Like, let's tell the ladies, help us out, because that's true. It's like tools and So what are some of the things that you would like to experience for Father's Day? How would you like to be celebrated?
Like, I'm simple. Like I said, I like sports. Like, if there was a game on that day, just leave me alone and let me watch the game. Like, food,
Right.
basketball, I'm cool with that, man.
Mm-hmm.
Just some time, like, some time where I don't have to work. Some time to relaxation.
Yeah. That's pretty. Yeah, that is. You know what? I like. Give me some smell good. Give me some good food, and the thing that we don't normally do that Father's Day. Let me get that. Let me get that too. There's only some things you only get on your birthday and certain days. I want to get that. We can add that to Father's Day. Can I get that too? That's simple.
In my mind, I'm saying like he bet not say, and then you're looking at me right in my face, and I couldn't even say that. I'm just like,
Let me get that.
I knew
too.
you was gonna go there. Okay.
I'm saying y'all stingy with the that there. Let me get the that there on Father's Day too. Don't just feed me and try to lay me down.
Oh my gosh.
Try to burp me in so I can go to sleep. No, ma'am.
Wow. That's funny. Okay.
So what are you
All
planning
right,
to
simple.
do for your significant other for Father's Day?
I can't say it on air.
Well,
I can tell you things that I've done in the past. No, no, I'm not. You ain't. That's the setup. In the past, I've actually. Well, see, I like massages, so I think that would be something that anybody would like, especially a man. But in the past, I've sent him for a massage. I've sent him for get a pedicure and stuff.
Okay.
Like I like
stuff you like. So it sounds like you get them stuff you like.
No. I'm not getting it though. I'm not getting a service.
No. But the service you're paying for is stuff that you like.
Yes, because I
for
think
yourself.
No, you making it sound. Stop it.
Selfish.
Yes,
Okay,
you
go
are.
ahead. Let me be
No,
quiet then. Go ahead, go
no,
ahead.
because I don't think that the average, and I could be wrong. I don't think the average man is going to book a massage for himself or go get a pedicure or go get a manicure. I think that it's like you guys have to kind of be like, it's okay to do that. It's okay to take care of yourselves. It's okay to groom, like we just saw it on the flyer. So yeah, and I like a brother that's groomed and take care of himself, and if
Okay.
I can help do that, then yeah.
Very good. Okay, it sounds less selfish now. Because it came off like
I've
you was getting
al-
him things that you like, so you could participate in it.
No, I don't participate in it. I send him, and then we've done like the wine cruise.
Yeah, I
cruise
wanna do that
before.
next year.
So that
What was the thing
that's
you just
pretty
did?
fun. The rum and reggae
The
cruise.
ramen reggae. All right, what's coming up next?
They have them. You could book them anytime over the weekend.
Well, when you gonna book the next one? We rolling.
How did we?
It was. Sorry, Terron. It was
It's your
Memorial Day
Father's Day
weekend.
gift.
We was out of town. You gonna book
Oh,
something
okay,
and we
alright.
going away.
Okay.
Kind of nonsense is that?
So I have another question for you guys because I know we're getting close to time. So I came across this video on Instagram. I think it was today, and they were saying how men want to feel appreciated outside of them having to do something to get oh, you're such a good man, right? For example, he opens the car door for you. He does these things, open the car door. The response would be, you're such a good man, because he opened the car door, right? So the guy was saying the reason why we don't give flowers all the time is because we get the same appreciation when we don't and when we do. So we give flowers, you're such a good man. When we don't give flowers, you're such a good man. And he was like, why does it take for men to have to do something, to be actively doing something to hear you're such a good man? Why can't when you come home, we come home from work and that compliment is made? Why do we have to do something to actually be able to get that compliment?
Right.
Did I explain that? Okay.
I hear you loud and clear.
Yeah. So what is your thoughts about that?
Go ahead, Terron.
Okay, if I'm following you correctly, I think my answer, and I'm not sure if I'm answering correctly, is because I think women believe that they should be treated in a certain way, and that's expected behavior. Like you're supposed to do these things. So, hold on, I just lost myself. Repeat it again.
No, you're okay. You're okay. So, I guess my question is, from a man's perspective, would you want to be shown gratitude outside of having to do something to get it, like buy flowers, like open a car door? If someone says, "Oh, Terron, you're such a good man because you bought me flowers," or "You're a good man when you open the car door," it's like, well, why do I have to be a good man only when I do these things, right? Yeah.
I think most men definitely want to be appreciated, just for everyday behavior, just for the regular things they're doing, and that appreciation is shown different ways. Like I always hear women always talk about this book, this love languages, and some love languages are saying things like, "Oh, you're good for this. Thank you for doing this and that."
Yeah.
Some people like myself, I don't need to hear you say you're this and that. Just show me, like,
Right.
if you do something, you helping me out by doing something for me that I couldn't do, just taking the initiative to go help me do something, like to feel something that I couldn't do, activity, or just pick me up somewhere where I couldn't, where I needed help in the
Right.
space. And that's my love language, and that right there shows me gratitude as opposed to just saying, "Oh, you're doing this. You're great for this. I appreciate you for doing that." Just do it. You don't have to say it.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I like that.
Yeah, that's good.
What about you?
You know what I like? I like every once in a while I'll get a, thank you for everything you do for this family. And it'll come out of nowhere. So I don't know. And it seems like it always happens when I feel like I'm not thinking that I need it, but when I hear it, I needed it. Because these 10, 11-hour days every day, they are taxing. But I know I need to do that to sustain, how we live and to make sure that, people can go to school and they can have a certain lifestyle. So I don't need to be told every day that I'm the greatest thing since sliced bread, but here and there, like, make me feel special. And I think it's weird to hear a man say that because it's like not the natural order of things. Like, well, make me feel special, because it's all, I feel like, and I think we may have talked about this, or maybe I was with some dudes, but I feel like that relationships are completely catered toward the women's wants and needs. And remember, we even talked about this one time, that somebody had some kind of rebuttal. Think about even this, like, even there's a saying, happy wife, happy life. Like, there's no saying for the husband. Happy me, what does that mean? What does that get everybody? Like, basically, I feel like men have to definitely cater, like, all the time, to the point where that can be exhausting. Especially if it's never reciprocated. So just like meet me in the middle, reciprocate. Let me know my value through action. And it's okay to, like, when I get that thank you for everything you do, that goes a long way with me.
Yeah, we addressed that on the Rebirth Live, the second one, because that brought up a whole big thing.
Got a little heated.
Yeah. No, I agree. I totally agree. When I was listening to that, I was like, I think I'll bring that out tonight, to just kind of get you guys' point of view. I definitely believe in making sure, period, just across the board, you let people know how much you appreciate them, man or woman. It's, regardless, you let them know. I think I let you know
you do
at
tell
times,
me. Yeah. I appreciate
how
when
I
you do that.
appreciate you, and even as a father, even the father that he is, because I didn't grow up with my father. So when I see it, although, what he's supposed to do, he's a father, right?
If you can get around all the foolishness, he'll get that.
I love the foolishness. That's okay. I love that too. But for someone that has not had that experience, and I see him and his daughter, man, it really warms my heart. You know what I'm saying? So it's like I live vicariously through her, you know, with their relationship. So, you know, I'd be like, yo, man, you're a good father. Like, it's important. It's important because you never know what people are going through. You never know when, you know, who was the young lady that just took her life? Oh, she was a doctor. It was in the paper. She was a doctor.
Locally?
And you know what everybody said in the comments?
What?
She had so much going for herself. She was this. She had just got this. She had just did this. And I'm like, do you realize how heavy all of that probably was for her to carry? You know what I'm saying? I think she was Nigerian as well. So just the whole, you know, just the culture even of that period, you know, and having to take care of family here, but family back there as well. Yeah. So you never know what someone is going through. So it's important that you do show appreciation, you know, and they don't have to do anything special. They can just be, you know, it's important. Like, I appreciate you coming on tonight.
I appreciate you.
I definitely appreciate you stepping up, man. That was big for me. I appreciate it.
And why hasn't he been on one of the Rebirths?
Well, me and him just started vibing when I needed some Lincoln gear. I just really met him a few months back.
Tell the truth, we met at Happy Hands.
I love it. He got you.
I wasn't trying to put us out there like that.
I love that. That was good. That was good. Nah, I definitely would love to have you on the panel for I'm putting it out in the atmosphere. I'm putting it out there for our Rebirth Live 4. I would definitely love to have you on the panel as one of the guests for sure. And we take care of our guests. We make sure we do take care of our people that's been on the panel. So yeah, any last minute?
Any last words, man, for the people? Big up the Saturday, Sunday event again too.
Yes, Tosh, can we throw that back up there again for the Father's Day barbecue?
Is it a barbecue?
Brunch and celebration.
Say they change the whole thing.
We will have a grill out there though.
Yeah.
I think brunch kind of scares men away. They think of brunch as a feminine thing.
Yeah.
Like as we were talking, like massages and all that stuff. It's not masculine originally, but you know, self-care, we need that. So we will have
absolutely.
Like I said, we'll have manicures out there. We'll have a masseuse out there, scar lounge, other grooming services out there. Full
it's gonna be nice.
Yeah, it is nice. Man. I'm gonna pull up. I'm gonna get a ticket. I'm gonna pull up.
Does everybody just pray for no rain? Right now we have 40%. It's starting to abate. It was 60.
Man.
It was 50. Now it's 40.
So we're going down.
Going down.
Okay.
Okay. All right. So if it does rain, will it be a?
See, people were asking. They're like, they're a tentative rain date, and I'm like, I don't think we can have a Father's Day celebration in August. It just won't feel the same. So we're working on that now.
I know. This is so great.
This
though.
is
I
needed,
would love,
yo.
Yeah, and I know exactly where this is. I think there's a baseball field over there. My son played baseball.
Yep.
Okay,
baseball field and a railroad track.
Yeah. Okay,
That's
all
gonna be
right.
hot.
Yeah, definitely. And we will. So this is this Saturday. So I want to make sure that
this is Sunday.
Sunday. This
Father's
is Sunday.
Day.
Yeah. Okay. So I'll make sure that we also have it on our social media to
thanks. I
advertise it
appreciate
on there as well. Absolutely. Yeah, definitely. And please let us know again where they can follow you. So
Instagram is at ThorothReads, THOROUGH Threads, one word, THREADS. Website is ThorothReads.com. That's it. I don't have a Facebook or anything. I'm working on was the one the young kids using?
Twitter.
Twitter, yeah. I'm working on it. I have my niece put Twitter together for me soon.
Hey, man, thank you so much, man. Happy Father's Day. I'm going to come support you,
Yes,
man,
happy
on Sunday.
Father's Day.
No
Look forward
doubt.
to seeing y'all.
Yeah, for sure.
And we would love to have you back. We would definitely love to have you back here on the podcast, but as well as the Rebirth Live Force. So I will make sure that Eli, please.
I
Make
got you.
sure. Okay.
I know where to find him every day now.
Okay.
I appreciate it.
All
Thanks for
right,
having me out.
definitely. Thank you. Thank you
Thank
so
you.
much. Thank you. It's Terron Brown, everybody. So once again, guys, we want to wish all the fathers out there a happy Father's Day. Man, listen, take care of everybody. Make sure you're showing our men some love. They deserve it. So don't be getting them Home Depot cards, no tools, nothing like that. Like,
No,
seriously,
sir.
like, be creative. Like, think this through and do something special and make sure you take care of the man in your life for Father's Day. Also, I forgot to announce August 4th, do we have the flyer for Shauna Simone in concert at Theater North? Yes, I will be hosting the Soul of a Woman, the perfect blend of R&B, jazz, and inspirational music, live in concert, Miss Shauna Simone. Also, special guest Lex Unapologetically. She is from what I hear, she's a dope poet. So, if you haven't got your ticket, make sure you go to shaunasimone.com and get your tickets. You can also follow her on Instagram, Shauna Simone Official, Facebook at Shauna Simone Wallace. So make sure you get your ticket August 4th, 7 p.m. Doors open at 6, and that is at Theater North at Nemours in Wilmington, Delaware. And for the Juneteenth celebration, meet me at Tubman Garrett Riverfront. Eli and I will be holding it down. I know you're going to be acting a fool, but we're going to be holding it down. We're going to be doing interviews with everybody. We have vendors that's going to be there. And it's going to be a great celebration. So if you need something to do, it's free, absolutely free. Come on out, Juneteenth, June 17th, 10 a.m. starts the parade. And then down at the Tubman Garrett Riverfront at 12 is when everything else is going to start. And this is presented by Deja. All right, guys, thank you for tuning in tonight. Next week, we have Mr. Carl Smith and Stan, the man, will be in the building.
Guys.
And I know it's going to be off the chain in here. So
We're going to bring the yak.
yeah, our brothers coming from Philadelphia will be joining us next Monday at 7 p.m. as we continue Men Talk for the month of June.
Man Talk Mondays.
Man Talk Monday for the month of June in support of Father's Day. Thank you guys for tuning in. Blessings. Have a blessed week. Good night.
Peace.
We've got something to share. We're really proud of our product and are excited to make it available on our website. Check it out now. We've got something to share. We're really proud of our product and are excited to make it available on our website. Check it out now.